Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Clarington Kia, where it's your experience, your way, right here in the heart of Bowmanville, right off of the 401. Can't miss this, so easy to find. Today we're here to look at this 2017 Chevy Spark, baby. Woo! This is actually a phenomenal car, guys. This is a great commuter vehicle. Now, the purpose of this video is because we're gonna go through and show you the condition of the car, exterior and interior. We're also gonna review what we did to this vehicle in the shop, so that way you have confidence buying the car, knowing that we've done a thorough reconditioning, not just a safety inspection on the car, to make sure that, you know, when you pick it up and you drive it and you get your first oil change, there's no surprises, right? Because, hey, nobody likes surprises, especially with pre-owned vehicles. So we're gonna go through and give you a tour. We're also gonna cover some of the features on the Spark. So the Spark features, first of all, a 1.4 liter 4-cylinder engine. It is an absolute fuel sipper. This is a fantastic car if you're looking to put your son and daughter into, you know, their first vehicle. If you are a commuter and you don't want something big, gas guzzler, you're not, you know, look for big thrills or anything like that in a car, this is a great vehicle for that. That's what it's designed for. It is your runner, you know, boogie around town, whatever the case is. Maybe you're, you know, a little bit older, you just go to like that typical, you know, they say church on Sunday kind of thing. Great car for that. But the whole point is that this is a really fuel efficient car, super safe, and you know, it's got some features when we get to the inside I think that you will appreciate. Now, as far as condition wise, it's got about 123,000 kilometers on it, and it's showing a little bit of wear, but I'm going to stress the but. What I'm going to point out to you is that all of the little stone chips that I'm seeing have been touched up, and that tells me a lot. So let's take a look right here, for example. Right? It's probably really hard to see it. There's, you know, one here, one here, one here, one here. Little stone chips, but they've been touched up. So that says that the previous owner actually was, you know, pretty diligent in keeping the car looking good, but understanding that it's a commuter car and that's kind of what they're built for. They're gonna have a little bit more exterior wear and tear than some, but they've been touching it up. So I love that, guys. I think that that's actually a good sign that they weren't just let to rot or rust or anything like that. Now we've got alloy wheels on the Spark, which is kind of surprised. I was expecting hubcaps. And we've also got brand new tires on it as well. They're looking fantastic. 15-inch alloy wheels. Coming around the side of the vehicle, again, there's gonna be some stone chips that have been touched up, but you can see here, you can't see them because they were done nicely. Now there's a little door ding right here, and I think that was the only one. Let's see if you can see it down the side. So, and there's one right here, just a slight little ding, but again, not damaged, didn't break the paint. You'll also notice that there's the window vents. So there's a little visor here. So when you have the window down or crack, it doesn't get any rain in it. Now, the first question you're gonna ask, oh, so it's a smoker's car. No, it wasn't. Car smells great on the inside. That's important to me. I wouldn't necessarily buy a smoker's car if I didn't have to, and this is not a smoker's car. Around on the rear bumper, a couple little scratches, not dents, not collisions, just some scratches, you know, wear and tear from pulling things in and out of the trunk. Nothing crazy. Again, keeping in context of what the car is and what you're probably going to pick it up for. Hey, these are things that shouldn't bother you, right? The trunk, the tonneau cover is still there. That usually ends up in the previous owner's garage, never comes back with the car. We've got WeatherTech floor liners, another, I mean, that's a great sign. That tells me that, again, they wanted to keep this car looking as good as possible, right? So all these little things that I investigate to let you guys know, you know, the ins, the outs, the goods, the bads. Coming around the back, going around the side. Again, vent visors are still there, not missing, not broken. See that quite a bit. A little bit of just noticing here. Yeah, so I guess there's a little scratch, touched it up, but that's, you can see the sun reflecting on it differently, and that's kind of what we're looking at, right? Just cosmetic stuff, nothing crazy. Again, if you're gonna give this to your son or daughter, let's face it, that's gonna happen anyway. Coming around the front, fog lights too at night, so if you have some darker roads near your house or whatever the case is, that's gonna be helpful. A little bit of just a touch of a scuff there on the front, not a big deal. Again, it is what it is. The whole point here, guys, as well, is that this is a detailed look at this car. So as you're shopping from maybe the comfort of your own home, maybe your office, you're getting a look at this and there's no surprises, because let's face it, you don't want a surprise thinking the car looks fantastic in pictures. You come down, you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that was there. Well, we want to avoid all that. So that's why we do these detailed videos and inspections for you. Having a look on the inside, back seats, looking great. That is an interesting cup holder. I've never seen that before. That's kind of, I'll say that's cool. Let's go with that, sure. And a little bit of a junk container there so you can put your snacks or whatever it might be. Power windows, power locks, you know, all that kind of normal stuff you would expect. Even though it's a commuter car, it's not cheap in that regard. Now you got a center armrest for the driver. You'd be surprised, a lot of cars in this class don't have that. Seats are in great shape. Just taking a look here, that is just part of the design. I thought that was maybe a tear or something. Oh no, it's not part of the design, but it's not through the fabric by any means. It's just kind of on the surface of it. Seat controls there. All your power features, windows, locks, even the power mirrors on it. We have automatic headlights. All right, so that's great at nighttime. If again, if you're putting your loved ones in the car and it's not yourself, you can feel confident at least the lights are going to turn on when they should be on. Now you've got cruise control on the steering wheel. You've got radio control on the steering wheel and Bluetooth. Now you want to blow your mind. This Chevy Spark has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. All right, I'm going to turn this here. So it has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So what that means is that this center stack here, when you plug in your phone, changes the whole display and actually allows you to use it almost as if it was your Apple iPhone or Android, which allows you to send, of course, hands-free text messaging, access your streaming media like Spotify or whatever it might be, but it keeps the phone out of your hands and keeps you concentrating on driving on the road, which is extremely important, especially, like I say, if this is for your son or daughter or whatever. Even if you're a commuter, right? Say you're a businessman or woman and you're driving and you're on the road all the time, that's such a super convenient feature, and it avoids, you know, those big expensive tickets. Sorry, I had to cut that video. I forgot to tell you. I forgot there's a rear view camera as well in this little Spark. So, I mean, again, talk about safety, right? Rear view camera is on the Chevy Spark, so that'll give you some more confidence for some new drivers, perhaps. You can see here, but we also have OnStar, and it includes, with subscription, of course, 4G Wi-Fi. So if you'd like to get Wi-Fi to the vehicle, you can subscribe to OnStar's 4G Wi-Fi, and then you'll have this as kind of like a hotspot, if you would, to active, or so you can kind of connect it like a Wi-Fi signal through your phone in case you don't have a lot of data. That's one of the options you can do. Air conditioning is blowing nice and cold. As I mentioned, no odors in the car, smells great. There's 123,000 kilometers on this little Spark. You've got your OnStar buttons up here, your SOS button. So if you do subscribe, again, they can, you know, contact emergency services. There's a little scratch there. You can see it there on the dashboard. Again, pretty superficial stuff. And then the only other thing I noticed here is on the armrest, another little kind of scuff there. I don't know what that would be from. I don't know. I wouldn't even guess. Maybe somebody put, no, see, I said I wouldn't guess, and then I tried to guess. I won't do it. And then let's have a look again at those back seats, a little bit different view. That nifty little cup holder in the back. Now, before you go and click off this video, here's the most important thing you want to see, because we talked about reconditioning and making sure that this car is nice, safe, and not only safe, but going to be relatively, what we hope, maintenance-free for the next few times you're in for servicing. So we've done a used car safety inspection, cleanup of the car, of course. We did a synthetic oil change, replaced some wiper blades. Excuse me, we've done some more wiper blades. We replaced the rear seatbelt assembly. So I guess there was something alarming with the rear seatbelt that they replaced it, which is great. Installed 4 new tires on the vehicle, as I mentioned and showed you out there. They were looking great. We've done some work on we replaced the left lower control arm, and then front and rear brake service, and replaced the front sway bar links. So again, with 123,000 kilometers, sometimes these wear and tear things will come up, but you can be really confident and comfortable knowing that we've done the work for you. Engine air filter, cabin air filter to make sure that there's no pollen or anything that you're breathing in. Tire storage. So I'm wondering, I think that there is another set of tires for the vehicle, either winters or summers. So please take a look at the listing to see if it mentions that there. I'll just be quite honest with you, I didn't check to see. I didn't think there was. So that might be a nice little bonus in store for you. But guys, you can see from the reconditioning, we don't just do the minimum safety work on the vehicle. The idea is that if you pick this Spark up for yourself or someone you love, it's going to be relatively maintenance free while you drive it for the first few, 10, 15, 20, 40, 60, 80,000 kilometers, whatever it might be. We do the work ahead of time so you're not being hit up at your first service appointment for all these things, because they pass safety technically, but you know, it's part of our reconditioning here at Clarington Kia, because we believe it's your experience, your way. There's no messing around, there's no funny business. We just bring you the cars as best as possible at the best possible price. And we're right here in Bowmanville. So if you're at home and you'd like to take advantage and purchase this Spark, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can of course visit us here. We're right off the 401. There's a 401 there. Make a left, hang a left, and boom, you're gonna be right in front of the Spark. So you can come here and check it out. Or if you'd like, you can purchase it right at home. You can give us a call, send us an email. We'll reach out and we'll explain to you how we can purchase this vehicle right from your couch, and then we will deliver it to you right at your doorstep. So you don't even have to get off the couch. Isn't that sweet? It's just like Amazon or Grocery Gateway and all these wicked things. We're right up to speed. It's 2022 and we're doing it big. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Chevy Spark, and reach out to us here at Clarington Kia.